I'm so glad you made it to the Road to Financial Freedom web broadcast, brought to you by Expert Credit Sweep. Do you have credit issues or wish to increase your income? Then this is for you. If you said, yes, I'm working too much and spending every dollar on my bills, Kristen will show you how to work a couple of hours per week and see money in your wallet every day. You're about to discover how eliminating bad credit is a first step to financial freedom and how to drastically increase your income with a solution clients already want and need. Are low scores holding you back from obtaining a safe home for your children? Are you driving a vehicle with a heater that doesn't work in the winter? The great news is that Kristen has a permanent solution to those temporary issues. Today, you get to redeem yourself, take back control of your unrivaling credit, and put a spark behind that hope you've been holding onto for so long. Freeing yourself from this financial jail will unchain you from a limited paycheck, open the door to endless possibilities, and allow you to propel yourself from high-risk credit to no risk in a very short period of time. You'll leave here today with the tools to gain a lucrative income working from home, leverage your negotiating power, and become one of the 36.4 million consumers with scores between 750 to 799. I'm so excited you took this first step, so let's jump right in and begin this life-changing journey with Expert Credit Sweeps.
Hey guys, this is Kristen with Expert Credit Sweeps. Welcome to the Road to Financial Freedom workshop, where I'm going to show you how to fix your credit and maximize your earning potential. But first, I do want to apologize for the simplicity and echo in this video. I was going to use different recording and producing software and it just didn't pan out. So first, I want to tell you what is in this webinar. I'm going to go over how to maximize your income, of course, as a broker, the repair process, and the best credit practices, what is actually killing your credit score, and I'm giving away the secret inquiry removal and also a discount code that is exclusive to this webcast and is not available anywhere else on the internet. It will be towards the end. It is good for one file only and will save you $100. Okay, so if you've never been part of a webcast, a webinar, seminar, online, any of those things, I just want to show you how it works real quick. So this is a recording. You can share it, of course. You can watch at your own convenience and make sure to share it with others. You know, I do want everybody to be able to join into this and realize how this is an opportunity that can really propel your success with your own business and really show you how that you can have a business with this. All right, so I want to go over 6 things that are killing your credit, and you might not have even known them. Okay, so the first one is using only one card to drive up your utilization. So you don't want to pay everything with one card. Your utilization should be kept under 20% to have a positive impact on your credit score. Minimum payments. Please just don't pay the minimum. You want to pay your balance in full every time the first or whenever rolls around. Make sure that you pay before or on time, and even go a step further than that. Make frequent payments on your credit card because that's going to drive your score up. If you don't, you're just killing your score. Okay, I hear from a lot of clients that they want to pay their collections first, and this is not the right thing to do. What you're actually doing is you're going to be late on your credit cards, and collections, once they hit your score, your credit, you're already hurting your score whether or not you pay the collection. So pay your responsibilities first and then deal with your collections later. Okay, that's what I'm here for. Closing your cards. Don't do that, okay? Closing your credit card accounts will not increase your credit score, and it'll actually fall off your credit sooner than an open one. What that means is if you have, let's just say, Capital One, and it's open, it's positive, it's going to stay on there for, however long you actually have that account open. If you close it just because you're not using it, it's going to fall off and it's no longer going to impact your credit when it could have been positive. And your creditors are going to want to look at, number one, the length of history. So keep it on there, okay? Also, never settle with a lender. Settling with a lender means that you owe $1,000, just to say, and they say, well, if you pay $800, we will just accept that and we'll be good to go. So that remaining $200 is called a deficiency balance, and it's considered just as negative as any other severe late payment. Okay, so please don't do that. Just don't, please don't do it. Another thing I don't want you to do is to file bankruptcy. So this might seem like a good idea just because you have a clean slate, you can start over again, but what it actually does is lowers your point by 130 to 240 points. Never good. Okay, let me show you what to do that will raise your credit score. Here's 4 things. Dispute the errors. That's what I'm here for. You can get rid of anywhere between 20% to 100% of your negative items just by disputing the errors. Okay, that's what I'm here for. Come to me. I will help you. Negotiate your debts. So this is different than what we were just talking about. Negotiating your debts means that if you owe, let's use Capital One again, you owe Capital One $1,000. You're going to call them and say, hey, I'll pay this, but I want for you to remove the negative item from my credit. Make sure you have it in writing and forward it to the bureaus. Some of the time it works, some of the time it doesn't. Okay, what we already talked about was utilization. Lower your utilization to under 30%. Okay, this will increase your credit score. It will, of course, lower your risk and keep your statement balance low. All right, so consumers with scores over 780 have an average of 5.6% utilization in comparison to those with lower than 600. They have an average of 77.2% utilization. That's a huge difference, guys. Huge difference. Okay, and of course, the last thing is paying on time. Make sure you pay your responsibilities on time, and this will raise your credit score. All of these things you can do right now. Okay, so I'm going to open up a new video, and this one is what my credit is costing me.
Welcome to part 3 of the series. Today I want to go over how this service will change your life and how you can assist in the repair of the file. First, I want you to ask yourself a question. What is my bad credit costing me? To really comprehend the effects, I recommend watching the Financial Freedom webinar on the website. Although that program encompasses more than just a credit sweep, your eyes will open to how detrimental your negative file is to your life. Take a moment to think about how your credit is affecting your finances, family, job, income, and contribution. Are you able to pay your bills on time? Obtain a vehicle loan to get approved for a credit card? There is light at the end of the tunnel with expert credit sweeps. Keep in mind that just because your negatives permanently disappear, your scores don't automatically increase. You'll receive a personalized credit plan upon completion to move forward. Now, let me explain your job. It's simple yet imperative that you have a concrete understanding of what your part is during this process. Kristen does everything on behalf of you, which means that all correspondence is sent not to her but to you. These would be the letters from the bureaus, creditors, collection agencies, and courts. You, the client, must forward all this information to the office. I would like to point out that the only updates she receives comes from an updated credit card report, which only occurs once every 30 days. Your job is just as important as what the expert does. So please keep this in mind while you are a client of Expert Credit Sweeps, and you can keep the process smooth and moving forward. Join me next time.
Alright guys, so we already talked about what to do to raise your score. Now let's talk about what to do in the future. So doing these 7 things in the future will continue to raise your credit score. So of course you want to check your limits. We already talked about utilization. Get a credit card. Now you can't do this while your disputes are in process, but you can after. Alright, become an authorized user. So let me use an example. My mom has great credit and I want to somehow use her great credit to make mine better. She can add me as an authorized user to one of her credit cards, and it will now report on my credit. It's completely up to her whether she actually wants to allow me to use the card, but the entire point is for that to report on my credit to boost my score in history. You can also raise your limits and course, remember, don't close your cards. Mix up your credit types. What that means is you can have installment accounts, you can have a mortgage account, credit cards, department store cards, all of the above. There's actually more, but we want to keep this moving. So another one is don't pay your collections that are older than 24 months. So if you owe, and I'm going to continue using Capital One, you owe Capital One money, they send it to a collection agency. Within 24 months, you can pay it, and it will be better for your credit score. We can also get that off for you before or after, doesn't matter. But if it's older than 24 months, what it's going to do is re-age your account and start the 7-year process all over again. So I want to tell you why you should come to us. So, well, thanks for asking, I'll tell you. So these are listed on the website, but I do want to go over them. So you can download and view all your letters. You can, you have payment security, guaranteed results, so it's worry-free repair. Once the deletions are gone, they're gone. They're not going to re-report, okay? And you pay once and you never pay again. Another great feature is that I do a file analysis first, so you get the reveal before you pay. Now, I do want to go into another video, and this is regarding paying down your debts.
Welcome back. Part 4 of the series will cover late payments and whether you should pay down collections and charge-offs. Did you know one late or missed payment can drop your credit score by more than 50 points? Absurd, right? Unfortunately, it's true. And for most consumers, it'll be the difference between approval for credit or denial with an unnecessary inquiry. To avoid that, make sure that you keep up to date with your obligations and don't take on any credit that you're unable to maintain. Look guys, I know this economy is tough and it's easy to talk yourself into accepting a loan with 19 to 26% interest just because you need it at the time. I want for you to think about your future though. Don't just think about today. Does $900 a month for 48 months really sound like a good idea? I don't think so. My point is to make sound decisions where your credit is concerned and look at the entire picture and not just one part. That brings me to the next part regarding paying down your debts. Once you enter the program, Kristen will remove your negatives as is. What this means is that you do not need to pay down any of your items in dispute unless they are active accounts you will keep. Does this sound counterproductive? Not at all. Kristen is able to remove your negatives with debt validation and doesn't attempt to consolidate or offer a settlement on your behalf. If there comes a time where the dispute methods are not working, this is one option you have, but you must speak with her first regarding pay for deletions. Knowledge is power, and that power will put you in the most optimal position. Join me next time with Expert Credit Sweeps.
Alright guys, so I do want to talk about the sign-up process. It's very simple. There's only 5 steps. So first, you would provide me with either your credit report or credit monitoring login credentials. I will provide an analysis, and then I will reveal what's actually going on with your credit, the reality of what you're facing. Then there's only 2 forms. First, there's the one where you submit your basic information, name, date of birth, address, and then of course the payment. It's as simple as that, okay? And then let's talk about the credit repair process. This is also very simple. So you sign up, I do your disputes, I post your updates to the portal, you receive your deletions on your credit, and then we repeat it for 3 to 6 months. So 3 to 6 months is the timeline. All right. It is very simple. This is all there is to it. The sign up process is easy. The credit repair process is easy. And that's how it works start to finish. So that brings me to the second part of this webcast where I do want to go over how to maximize your income as a broker and how brokering works with my company.
I'm going to share essential information with you in the following videos, as well as what Kristen will go over. But I first want to tell you how I've become the #1 broker with this company. The formula for this is actually quite simple. I used all of the tools available on her website and incorporated them into my business model. Not only did I follow the recommendations given to me, but I found the advice to be easy to understand and effective. I already had clients with the need to repair their credit, I set my own price and used Expert Credit Sweep's contract as a starting point to build my own. Once I understood that I'm the middleman between the source and the client, everything else was easy to format. The process is easy. I find out the needs of my client and answer any questions they have. I submit their credit report or login info to Kristen and receive a file analysis. I collect payment and have them fill out the information form and submit the required fee forms and documents to Expert Credit Sweeps to begin the sweep. Does this sound easy? That's because it is. All client updates are available to me online and I forward them via email on my own portal. At first I couldn't believe that I could make a lucrative income as an affiliate without actually doing all the work myself. Now I have time to work with new clients and expand my business while Kristen and Expert Credit Sweeps manages my account activities.
Okay, so I do want to go into how the brokering works. So these are the top 3 benefits of brokering. Family, you get to work from home, you get to make the income you desire, and of course the workflow. I manage the activities for your clients. So what that means is there's no more 9 to 5, 40-hour work weeks, and you're just a middleman without actually performing the services. So basically, you just need to forward emails, be able to receive emails, and let your client know what's going on. So that's what we're going to go in next is the responsibilities. So broker responsibilities. Can you do these 4 things? If you can, this is for you. Can you collect a payment, answer questions, forward emails, and access the internet? It's as simple as that. So I do give you the tools on, how to collect payments. I do give you the videos for answering the questions. There's blogs, FAQ videos. You really should know how to forward emails. If you don't, it's as simple as me showing you how to forward an email. Everybody has access to the internet. You can use your phone, you can use your PC or Mac, it doesn't matter. Okay. I do also want to show you the income comparison. So this is for all workers last year. I want to know what percentage you are in. So let's just go over this quickly. So 40% of all workers made less than $20,000 last year. Okay. 50% of all workers, and this is all Americans who work, made less than $30,000 last year. And of course, there are the top quarter, that's 25%. All right. These people made more last year than they did before. Why? Because number one, their credit scores. Your credit scores impact your employment. Okay. Also, they know how to maximize their income, guys. So if wages had continued to rise with the cost of living since 1970, the average income would be $92,000 instead of $50,000. Credit scores in comparison have continued to get worse for 35% of all consumers, while the top 25% of those making over 100K actually continue to rise. Now, I do want to show you the average broker income. Now, keep in mind that amounts vary because you set your own price, and this is of course based off of 2 clients per week at $1,600 per credit sweep with a profit of $1,000 per file. So per client, $1,600 per client, $600 of that is my fee. Per week, you're making $2,000 per month, $8,666, and per year is $104. Advertising. Now, like I said, I do have videos where I go in depth how to advertise, where to advertise, advertising tips, so on and so forth. But to make it simple, use Craigslist. There's Craigslist auto posters. There's people on Craigslist who will advertise on Craigslist for you. That's what I do. I have a guy that does all my advertising. It saved me 10 to 20 hours per week. And I mean, that's where I get a majority of my business besides Facebook. So moving forward, Craigslist, Yelp, Facebook, Twitter, Google AdWords, and Add Me Fast. Now, if you don't know what Google AdWords is, I do want to show you. So let's just look up credit repair. Now, my screen is going to populate with results on a Google search about credit repair, just so I could show you what those are. So over here on the left, we have the regular search results. Okay. Now, these on the right side are going to show you the Google AdWords. People pay for the stuff in blue to show up. I personally never click on those, but hey, you might want to advertise there. It does cost quite a pretty penny though. All right, so make sure to ask me about advertising. I do want you to think bigger. Don't forget all the avenues available. So on your PC, advertise from the comfort of your home using the tools on my website for brokers. Mobile, make sure to optimize your website and ads for mobile viewing. Over 70% of consumers are using their mobile devices, guys, okay? Photos. Why not use postcards to get your brand name out there? See iprintsameday.com. You're able to get 1,000 business cards for only $39.99 plus the cost of shipping, okay? I do all of my other advertising materials through Staples, but besides that, for postcards, I only use iprintsameday.com. Music, okay? Don't forget to add music to your videos, commercials, everything like that. It's just an accent to your media productions. So you can be a broker if these 5 things pertain to you. Internet, representation, organized, effective, network. Let's go over them individually. Internet. This is an internet-based business, which means that you must be able to perform basic and advanced operations. Representation. You must be able to describe the service to your clients exactly as is with no embellishment or changes. I have had a client maybe 5 years ago where, they were telling their clients that this is not 3 to 6 months, everything will be off in 48 to 72 hours, yet this is totally legal. It's not the identity theft method. BS, 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 okay? That is not what this is, okay? Organized. You must be organized and be able to keep track of your clients, their files, their payments, whether you forwarded to this, whether they haven't received anything, their questions, the questions for which client, so on and so forth. You must be organized, okay? Networking. So this is not network marketing. That's not what this is. What I mean by networking is that you must have the capabilities to either advertise online, word of mouth, offline marketing, etc. Okay? Effective. You must be able to know what's actually working for your business. Try A/B testing. Any of those things. All right. So now I do want to go into what this is not. This is not multi-level marketing, MLM. There's no recruiting, no sponsoring. This is not a pyramid scheme, which is illegal. This is a real company, real service, real sales, no recruiting, no sponsoring. This is not network marketing. I'm not going to teach anyone else what I do. I'm not going to, I'm the one doing the work. You're just the middleman, okay? I'm not teaching anyone exactly what I do. So next we're going to go into a video about where to find the answers.
I want to personally welcome you to the second video in the 10-part series. I have some important information for you today, so pull out your pen and get ready. Let's talk about where to find answers to your questions. Navigation on the website is quite simple, and if you click on the blog page, you will find the most recent posts. Literally any question you can come up with is answered here. The posts include Q&A sessions, how to increase your income, tips on advertising, marketing, and everything credit. I highly suggest taking the time to go through some of these archives. Also, take a look at the videos and FAQs pages. You'll find informative videos Kristen made just for you. They aren't just for clients. They're also for business and website owners, advertisers, and anyone who sells online. On the FAQs page, she answers the questions submitted by clients and even has whiteboard presentations. Are you searching for proof that her services actually work? Check out the Proof of Services page. This is where you'll find images and PDFs which contain actual results from the bureaus and creditors. You will even find a breakdown which shows how she removed over 150 collections from one file in 2.5 months on TransUnion. If you don't believe me, take a look at this link below. For those of you looking for a service that encompasses more than just the deletions, you definitely want to check out the webinar on the Financial Freedom page, which describes the new service. Bottom line, finding financial freedom is at your fingertips with expert credit sweeps, and your new life starts now. Join me next time.
So now we're going to go into where to find help. I, of course, have already stated that there is an FAQs page. Not only will you find written frequently asked questions, but there's also videos. On my blog, you can also find Q&As and then the regular videos. So the videos page contains exclusive tips for brokers and, of course, provides everything needed to run a successful business. The blog contains links to websites that I use for advertising, forms, merchant account information, as well as contract assistance. So I'm giving you guys all these tools. Please make sure to use them, okay? So I do want to offer 30 minutes of my time for free so that I can show you that you can change your life, okay? We'll produce an action plan. You'll discover the formula to actually make everything that you need to, become successful with your business, with your credit, actually become possible. We'll assess your credit file and reveal your potential. So, you can schedule an appointment as a client. You can schedule an appointment as a broker. It doesn't matter if you're ready to go right now. I'm still willing to give this 30 minutes of my time to you for free. Okay. I'll address, the full program in detail, any questions that you have or concerns that your clients have. I just want to really explicate how I can change your life with this. So the next part of this is where I'm going to show you how to actually remove your inquiries, and this is one of the things that I actually do with my clients.
I'm going to let you in on a major secret today, so take note. I'm sure you have unauthorized inquiries, right? And don't know what to do, right? The good news is that I'm going to give you 2 of the tactics used by expert credit sweeps for free. I'm assuming that all of you have credit monitoring sites such as Credit Check Total. If you don't, make certain to sign up immediately. Here's how it works. Each day that you log in, it creates a soft pull. Once you have anywhere between 30 to 90 soft pulls, it will begin to push your hard pulls out of the way. Does that sound simple enough? I thought so. The second method is quite tedious, but it will work. Before I move on, I want to explain why I am telling you this. The normal way of removing inquiries with letter writing just does not work anymore. Let me give you a short example. If you find an inquiry on your file that needs to be removed and write a letter, the only response you will receive via mail will be one with a reply stating that your hard pull was authorized by none other than yourself. You'll go back and forth for 6 months with no results. This occurs even though you let the company know that by law they must provide the actual authorization you signed and state the consequences if they do not. Why go through all of that? The solution is simple. Dispute the inquiries online with Experian and TransUnion. It will not work with Equifax. So in place of that, fax a letter to the creditors who pulled your Equifax file. Be methodical and you will see the results. Join me next time with Expert Credit Sweeps.
So we're going to go right into the discounts. So these are available to clients and brokers alike. So let's go over 4 of them. The broker's discount is at least 3 files. Okay, so 3 files for $1,500, you're going to save $100 per file. So the regular price at 3 is $18. Brokers receive it at $15. I also have occasional specials. You can, of course, get discounts on Yelp. And what I was talking about at the beginning of this is the webcast discount code, which will save you $100 on 1 file. It is webcast2577. Now, I also want to go into, just where my clients are at geographically. So, you with advertising, you want to make sure that it's effective. We were talking about things that are effective before, okay? You want to A/B test. At first I was advertising in Seattle and in New Mexico and just states that just don't work. So 70% of my clients come from the East Coast. 30% is the rest of the US. 20% from California and 25% is from Florida. Really weird, but that's the way it works, okay? Now remember that I have my phone number posted. You can schedule an appointment and there's a free analysis. Make sure that you schedule an appointment, and I definitely have time to go over how I can change your life. Now we're going to hop right into the last video and we are almost done. I can't wait to talk to you guys.
Welcome to the new video series where we'll address some of the most important credit repair questions and concerns. Kristen has invited me to personally spend some time with you, and as the top selling broker for 3 years, I can attest to the power of knowledge. We are going to jump right in and start with what happens when you receive a letter from the Bureau stating they will not reinvestigate an account. First, I'll point out that this is a clear violation of the FCRA and nothing more than a scare tactic. Unfortunately, most consumers accept this and give up. The good news is that Kristen found a congressional opinion from a TransUnion lawsuit where it states in no uncertain terms that the burden is on the bureaus to reinvestigate and that they bear grave responsibility in verifying the accuracy of the disputed accounts. Most importantly, the opinion of the 5th and 7th Circuit stands that there must be a reinvestigation that goes beyond that of the original and cannot be a replication of the first. Furthermore, Congress rejects their position that the bureaus do not have to obtain physical documentation for verification. You can rest assured that she has every angle covered. I want to address that success in credit repair therefore presumes that no new negative information will be added to your reports during the credit repair process and that current debt levels will be reduced or at the very least maintained. Failure to pay current bills, credit card minimums, mortgages or refinance home loans, student loans, vehicle installments, retail store cards, or anything that can hurt your credit with late payment information can sabotage your credit optimization strategy severely. Join us in this 10-part series with Expert Credit Sweeps.
All right, guys, so we're going to go into the pricing guidelines, and it's very simple. There's 3 personalized packages. Now, I know you must be thinking that to change your life, to change your income, to change everything that's going on with your credit, it must be extremely expensive. And, some of you have probably been scammed before. Some of you have already been through this before, and you just kind of given up. Now, I just want to let you know that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and it's not going to break your bank. So I'm going to go over these 3 packages. So there's the inquiry only removal, where I'm going to remove all your inquiries, all 3 bureaus via fax and online disputes. It's for 1 client and it takes 3 to 4 months. It's only $250, okay? Then there's the credit sweep. Now this is where I remove all your inquiries, remove all your negatives on all 3 bureaus via fax, certified mail, and of course for the inquiries only, online disputes. This is 1 client and it takes 3 to 6 months for only $600. Now, if you use that discount code, it will be $500. So you can change your life for $500, okay? Try this out yourself before you become a broker, before you start selling this and advertising this. It's going to work, it's going to change your life, and you're going to see the results. That's all I care about for you is the results. Now remember, you only pay me once. I'm also offering to remove anything that comes onto your credit, anything new, within 12 months of the day from the day that you sign up for free. If it's after that, we'll come to some sort of understanding, but just remember within 12 months, anything new that comes on, it's free, guys. Begin your life for only $500. That's crazy, right? Only $500. Now, there is a diamond package for those of you that have just detrimental credit. I mean, it's ruining your life, it's ruining your family, it's ruining your marriage, it's ruining your employment. You need to change your life. I'm the one for you. This encompasses both programs. It has added features, credit building, debt recovery. There's a personalized plan for you. There's financial tools, and it actually starts at $3,500. Okay, there is a payment plan on that one, but if you pay for it all up front, it's $3,500. If you pay for it in payments, it is $5,000. This isn't for everybody. It's definitely not for everybody, but the credit sweep is for anyone that has any sort of credit issues. All right, so, I definitely want to thank you for being here with me today, and, I'm here to solve your credit woes. That's a funny word, isn't it? Credit woes. Let's just call it credit issues. I'm here to help you. I'm here to motivate you. I'm here to fix this for you and change your life, guys. I have the FAQs, deletion proof, testimonials on the website. You can schedule that appointment with me today right on the website. You'll see on the bottom, it says website expertcreditsweeps.com. You're going to find everything there that you need. There's support, whether it's technical, sales, client questions, 845-481-0780. I'm available from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day. I'm in Clifton Park, New York. If you're local, I'll meet with you in person. We can go over everything, come up with an action plan. I'm here for you. I'm also on Facebook /Expert Credit Sweeps. I'm on Twitter /Expert Sweeps. I'm on LinkedIn, Blogger, Google+. I'm all over the place. You know who I am, where I'm at, who you're paying, and we just care about the results. So schedule an appointment online for a free analysis, and I can't wait to talk to you guys.